The beauty industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry.
I knew that people love it, but seeing it at that scale is sort of mad.
By 2050, there will be more plastic than fish in the ocean if we don't do something.
The beauty industry is much bigger than I ever thought.
Everything you see here is basically counterfeit.
Go.
Oh, bloody hell.
But who's making money?
Are you guys ethical, or are you testing on animals to sell in China?
And at whose expense?
Do you ever feel in your line of work may enable people with body dysmorphia?
I don't think I've ever felt so out of my comfort zone as what I do here right now. Me and Vesh visited a farm in Mexico to see how candelier wax, the common ingredient in cosmetic products, is made.
El agua lo traemos de la bomba y ya se calienta, ahorita va a hervir, se calienta ahí la egg y la cosa. Y ahí ya se hace la candelier.
All of this somehow will make a product for our face or body. Yet there's dogs, there's dust, there's soil. Nothing got washed, no hands were clean, no protective material, nothing whatsoever.
I can't wait to see what the actual end product looks like, because that water was absolutely filthy.
We've not even finished the process yet, and I won't put that on my face. What's the next step from this point?
Bueno, en estos momentos es el culminante donde se le agrega el ácido sulfúrico, que es muy peligroso.
Where does the sulfuric acid come from?
El ácido sulfúrico lo traen las que compran la cera.
Did they ever give you safety goggles, overalls, you know, acid-proof gloves, any of that type?
No.
No, okay.
I was attacked with sulfuric acid on my 21st birthday, so I know just how dangerous this chemical can be.
Is he going to pour that like that? Is he going to pour it like that? It's straight from into the bottle? Has he not got no gloves, no nothing?
No.
But he just picked that up from over there. That's sulfuric acid.
That's a Coke bottle.
The safety here is non-existent. I feel as though providing the dangerous chemicals, but then not providing any safety measures or equipment whatsoever is just A, irresponsible, but B, really cruel. I don't feel comfortable having beauty companies or the beauty industry thriving off billion-pound profits when they're exploiting normal people like this.
So because the acid has now come out, we've got to put on this protective equipment so that we can stay and watch the final processes of how it all works. But it makes me feel a bit of a fraud. And they're right up there dealing with the acid and they've got no protection whatsoever. I actually can't believe that he's getting acid out of a tub with a Coke bottle and that kid is just sat right next to it. Can you hear the noise of that? And he's got no gloves, no nothing.
It's just not right. It's just not right at all.
Look, he's just there, like, look, with a half bottle of Coke, pouring it all. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. It's splashing everywhere. How they don't get seriously hurt, I don't know.
So now the acid has been added, what process is going on right now?
Cuando ya empiezan ellos a colar lo que es la cera de candelilla. En estos momentos todavía sigue siendo muy peligroso porque está emanando toda la sustancia química.
So obviously we're having to wear a mask, but you can sort of still smell it in the air.
Y esto se ve ya en la salud a plazo de 15 a 20 años, pero es muy lentamente ese proceso de afectación hacia los pulmones.
It's made me feel very let down that an industry I've always trusted is allowing stuff like this to go on. They're using sulfuric acid to generate Candelia wax, which is then going into beauty products. And one of my beauty products I use on my sulfuric acid burns to cover it up. So I think that's really ironic in a very sick and twisted way.
Esta es la que sale de la candelilla.
Okay.
Esta ya no tiene ácido, ya está refinada. El ácido se queda ahí abajo.
Just looks like normal candle wax. The people that buy from you and provide the sulfuric acid, do they ever come and inspect or look at how you're working to make sure that things are safe?
Sí, se han metido. Como unas 2 veces nomás. Pues a ver cómo le hacíamos ahí para echarle el ácido, a ver cómo se quemaba.
So they came twice in 30 years. Did they not give you any more machinery, any safety equipment?
No nos dieron así para protegerse uno, no.
Have you or anyone around you ever been hurt?
Sí, no, se han quemado. Sí, es que cuando ponen la candelilla ahí, te va un pie para adentro y pues se quema. Es peligro, pues, con mucho cuidado.
Do you feel safe while this is all going on? Do you ever worry about your own safety?
Sí, cómo no. Me da uno preocupado.
It's just shocking. It's so shocking that you literally wouldn't believe it unless you were here.
I never believed that people had to work 10 to 12 hours in the heat of Mexico making stuff with acid just so I can wear makeup. For me, this is like a jigsaw puzzle. And every piece that comes together is starting to show the full picture, and that picture's quite shocking.
The beauty industry likes to show itself as a really glamorous industry, but at the same time, they kind of like to just brush all the ugliness under the carpet. Mexico has shown me that the beauty industry works extremely hard in sugarcoating everything that they do.
I would describe the beauty industry as quite exploitative at the moment and quite manipulative as an industry as a whole. But it doesn't have to be, and I'm sure there are parts of the industry that isn't like that.
So far, I've been, really highly educated in certain aspects that I didn't even think were possible. And it's kind of opened my eyes to a more sinister part of the industry, and it definitely is more so driven by money.
I buy makeup to make myself feel really glitzy and have confidence, and it's just a shame that behind the scenes, it's just all about money, money, money. I don't believe we've even scratched the surface.
We all have many concerns with how responsible these big companies are. We spend a lot of money on their products, and after being in Mexico, I have a lot of questions that I want answered.
So today we're actually going to the headquarters of Benefit Cosmetics, and we're actually meeting up with the founder's daughter. And I'm genuinely so excited because I've been using Benefit products for years and years, so I literally cannot wait.
We've learned so much on our journey, and I think it's great that now we can go to a big brand, speak to them, and put all our questions to them.
I really hope she's not really PR trained or something. Benefit Cosmetics are owned by LVMH, which own lots of luxury, fashion and beauty brands. What's been quite hard is realising that loads of companies don't realise the side effects of their products.
Beautiful.
This is so nice.
Through and let them know we're here.
Wow.
This is so camp. It's
So
like I'd love this to be my bedroom.
I think it's really important that brands that are this big are held accountable for their actions.
Hi. Hello. Casey, lovely to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Chloe.
Welcome to Benefit, you guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
This is like so exciting. What I want to do now is actually show you guys around the office and chat.
Great.
Cool, let's go. Okay, guys, so 1976, that's when my mom and aunt, Jean and Jane, opened the first Benefit store here in San Francisco. This is the department that finds the formulas, the shades, the applicators, everything is custom. Now, we're gonna go into, basically, this is like a testing room. Guys, I want to introduce you to Jared Bailey, our global brow expert.
Hello, nice to meet you.
So this is what's called a gondola. Here in our offices, we have this, a full setup so we can figure out where everything goes, and it's very strategic. So first and foremost, we call this the top shelf. This is the most important part of the gondola. So whatever is our focus for our company is going to be here, putting mirrors on the gondola so you can actually try product. It's lit. So you get good, nice lighting, which are all important aspects of then feeling good about the product and ultimately buying it.
All the models displayed here are female. So do you think that would speak to a man if they come in to buy the makeup from this display?
You're right. Currently, and I'd have to double check. You probably already did.
I did. I looked.
You did. Yes. Right now, there are no men on here. However, I know that in the U.S., for example, they are using some men, and we feature them front and center, A+, location on our gondolas as well.
My eyes are lighting up. The packaging's so nice. I love the packaging of all this stuff.
You know, we've been waxing brows in our boutiques since the 70s. Jean and Jane, before they started Benefit, they were former models. Woo! So they knew how important eyebrows actually were.
So far we've had the very, PR-heavy Benefit tour. It sucked me in a bit, honestly. So I'm excited to get to know what's lurking beneath Benefit. I've started noticing on this little trip we've had around America so far that there seems to be quite a push to wellness and healthy things.
Sure.
How's that affecting your products or your product formulations?
We are not necessarily yet considered with a check mark a clean brand, but we do have a heavy focus on our environmental impact.
And what about the actual packaging? Are you trying to make that recyclable?
Right now, we're working towards that. We're not there yet.
Do your consumers know that they can't recycle stuff?
We haven't really been asked that quite often, to be totally honest with you.
Cute, right?
Yeah, I like it like this.
I'm really interested as the tour goes on to really get down to the nitty-gritty things. Does Maggie know what ingredients go into her products?
Just as an observation, walking around your headquarters, there isn't a whole lot of diversity because you're at the top of this pyramid, you know what I mean? Do you feel as though you should have more diversity at the top that would filter through?
Yeah, so with that, this is really just one part of something much bigger. Throughout the veins of these offices, there's so much diversity that really flows through it. You saw a very small picture.
Unfortunately, you saw a very small.
In one of your products, there's a thing called Candelier wax.
Okay.
And myself and Resh went to Mexico, and we've seen where they source Candelier wax and what the method is. There was a family working there without any gloves, without any masks, without any protection. They're working probably, say, 10 to 12 hours a day, and they earn $15 for making batches and batches of Candelier wax. I can't say that obviously that Candelier wax comes from the farm that we've seen that's in your products.
I mean, clearly that's a terrible situation. Those kind of stories give me chills. LVMH, our parent company, ethically sources all of our raw ingredients. I would be very surprised if that particular farm in those kind of conditions made its way into one of our products.
Will you do more investigation to see if it's actually come from the farm that we were in Mexico?
We will absolutely, and I know the head of product development, and we can check in on that for sure.
So you mentioned you're a global company, and you also mentioned your parent company. They are very ethical in the way they source their products. So if you're a global company, does that mean you also sell to China?
Yes, we sell in China.
So the standard in China is that animal testing must be done there. So I'm confused. Are you guys ethical, or are you guys testing on animals to sell in China?
We're complying with the Chinese rules and regulations in order to preserve the Chinese consumer who is purchasing the product.
Has Benefit ever tested on animals apart from in China? After leaving Benefit, fair play to them, they let us stay to the end. However, I still don't believe all our questions were answered. It's really frustrating.
Beauty, like anything else, is just another big business. We do have power as a consumer to make that choice sometimes, and things should change, and we should want change.
As we've seen firsthand, the beauty industry can hide behind its really glossy PR image. But one of the biggest threats to that brand image and their profit is counterfeit products.
I know when I was like in my teenage years, I bought some makeup on Facebook, which I reckon was fake now. I feel like it's actually a much bigger issue than we realise.
Chloe and I have both bought counterfeit makeup in the past, so today we're meeting up with a private investigator who works with these big brands to get these products off the streets.
Going undercover today, I just can't wait to like kind of be like a wee woman in the police just going and being like,
So not everyone can afford, obviously, the high-end and more expensive brands, so I definitely can see where people would be tempted to buy counterfeit makeup. I can totally understand why big companies do work hand in hand with the police, because at the end of the day, they just want to protect their business and their profits.
Hey girls.
Hey!
How's it going?
Yeah.
What exactly is it that you do then?
Our job is working with brand owners. Usually the brands contact because they've gotten a tip or they heard about issues in the area.
Which type of brands have you worked with so far?
We've worked with brands like L'Oreal and Chanel and MAC. Most of our clients are not interested in the sellers. They want to get to the distributors and the people that they're buying from. Once we authenticate the goods as counterfeit, we'll go back with a letter called a cease and desist letter. We use that as leverage to try and get that retailer who's selling counterfeit goods to tell us where they're getting the product from. So we're going to send you girls undercover. I'm going to get you guys geared up with cameras. Once you get out there, act normal. You guys obviously blend in very well. That's why we picked you to go undercover down here. Ask them to show you around. And the more you ask for the person's help and you play dumb, the more information they're going to give you.
Thank you.
Do your best to kind of make sure we get some good photos of the actual product. Look for any kind of misspellings or information on the packaging that looks a little bit off. Any questions?
No, I'm excited.
Great, get it done.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh my god, the James Charles palette? Yeah.
It's the same.
Okay.
But this is a copy, this is original.
Oh, okay. How much is this one?
25.
How much is this one?
20.
Oh, so just $5 different.
Yeah, that's all.
I want to get something fancy.
I only have the dark in your palette.
Could I get this one? I'm gonna. Yeah. Thank you. $90.
No, that's done.
Thank you.
So what'd you guys find?
All the big brands were there. We got
Kylie Cosmetics.
Wow.
James Charles.
Yeah, and I have this palette at home.
So as someone that's in the space, what do you think of the product? What does it look like?
You can tell by looking at it, it's fake. You know, look at that image on the back.
Yep.
But, like, not everyone would know that.
They claim to have the real one for an extra $5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they told you the real one's an extra $5, so they're pretty much telling you this is not the real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there were 3 items for like $10, when in a normal world, like 3 items would literally cost you like $60.
Look at how this one's filled. Look at, there's something wrong
It's
with
like
that.
separating.
Yeah, so what we will do is we will tag all the evidence so we can proceed with enforcement. Great work, guys.
Most times counterfeit makeup is so ridiculously cheap, and it does make you kind of wonder like what's actually inside of them. Maybe they've been made in wee dodgy factories and have dodgy ingredients in them perhaps.
Counterfeit products cost the beauty industry around $75 million a year, so I can see why they hire investigators like Tim. But I want to know if they're just protecting their profits or if there's any risk to the consumers that buy these counterfeits.
Welcome, guys.
Oh, hi. Hello.
This is our LAPD evidence room.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. What the hell?
Anything and everything you see here is basically counterfeit. It all gets shipped over here after we seize it, and when it gets up to the court, then we have the evidence here. After it's all done and said, all this stuff gets destroyed. And then obviously the makeup's right in front of you. So you got your MAC, Urban Decay, Kylie.
Look. Oh gosh.
Yeah, and it's brand new. You're the first person that opened it.
Oh my word.
If you look carefully on some of them, they're misspelled because obviously English wasn't their first language.
So, okay, so it says here, powerful pigmented eyeshadows. Shadows?
Right.
Like it's,
So that's the easiest way to identify something that's counterfeit.
how much do people actually make?
A lot. So for example, an average street vendor, they make anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 a week. That's almost $40,000 a month.
So where are they getting the supplies from?
Well, most of this stuff is obviously made overseas.
Yeah.
Most of that stuff, if not all of it, has high levels of bacteria. And when we tested it in the past, it had consistent with animal feces, animal poop.
That's
in
crazy.
it. And you're applying that to your skin, you know, all over your face. And
So you're constantly rubbing it. You're just like rubbing it in shit then, pretty much?
It's just really unsettling.
I am in literal shock. It's allowed me to see exactly like the actual scale of how intense this fake counterfeit industry is.
I got a rash from trying on eyeshadow swatches at the warehouse, and to me that is so alarming. I don't really feel much sympathy towards big brands. People could be buying these products without realizing that they're fake, or they could just be buying it to keep up with trends and keep up with the Kardashians.
Seeing how much profit can be made from beauty products, whether they are real or fake. Beauty is big business and it definitely goes far beyond makeup.
We put so much importance on our image in our culture. Beauty has a lot to do with self-esteem, and I personally think you're going too far when you're putting yourself in pain for beauty.
In America, the number of people getting Botox in their 20s has increased 28% since 2010. Cosmetic surgeons have also reported a rise in people wanting to change their appearance just so that they look better on social media.
LA seems to be the capital of cosmetic procedures, so we're meeting with a well-known cosmetic surgeon to discuss the consultation process more. I'm really interested to see where the pressure comes from. Is it coming just from social media, or do the surgeons play a bigger part than we realise?
So cool.
So welcome. Excited to have you guys.
What is the name of this process?
It's called Visia, and it's a consultation tool. It looks out the surface of the skin and gives some grades, but it also looks underneath the skin as well. It's kind of like a time machine. You're seeing what's going on now on the surface, but you're also seeing your future underneath.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and see what we get.
Okay.
All right. Come on in, guys. Okay, put your chin here and your forehead right there. Let's see what things look like. Okay, all right, there we go.
I got it.
Yeah, all right, cool.
I'm
Okay,
in.
we're good.
It's so raw.
All right. Okay, go ahead and close your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can open your eyes. Let's see what we got. It's doing its funky analysis. And it's going to give you a bunch of scores. 100 is good, and 1 is not great. Oh, okay. Texture, 95.
Oh,
100 is the best you can do.
Oh my God, am I the
actually, no.
highest?
Yours is probably one of the highest Caucasian I've had. Because African American skin is generally very, very smooth.
I'm quite happy
there you
with
go.
that.
Your score is great.
Yeah.
But when the score is lower, one of the things that we talk about is preventative Botox. I mean, I have patients in my practice for 15 years who've been doing regular Botox. Their skin doesn't wrinkle.
Is there any actual medical issue, or is this purely aesthetics?
In terms of, wrinkles and
Okay.
that thing, that's more of a cosmetic
Aesthetics,
thing.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, Resh?
My nose ring, it thinks is a
No,
spot.
and you know it's ringing things as a spot too. So it's a computer, you know. It's not the most brilliant thing in the world. Wrinkles, about average. At some point, a little bit of preventative Botox maybe not be such a bad idea.
I think it's a nose ring to spot. I don't necessarily think you can take the results as like hard evidence.
Yeah, this is not this, and that's really is actually an important point. This is not peer-reviewed science. This is a tool that we use. So this is the thing. There's limitation to all these things. We're here looking at all this stuff as, you know, for fun.
I think sometimes it can be more damaging than fun. It depends what sort of results you get, I suppose.
So with this product we have here, it's not peer-reviewed, and judging all of our reactions to having our things done, do you ever feel in your line of work that you may enable people with body dysmorphia?
Okay, doing what I do in this city, there's always that worry. One of the things during the consultation process that I have to tease out is that, is this person asking because they want to feel good about themselves, or is what they're asking for tied into a deeper psychological need that they have that is being misdirected into their face? And those people I have to refuse. You know, everybody that I inject, I'm responsible for.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm not going to send someone out who looks crazy out of this office.
Yeah,
right?
It's not good for image either, is it, in the brand?
No, it's not good for the brand.
The doctor said himself you can't rely 100% on his machine. However, consultations will start with sitting somebody in front of that machine and showing them all their flaws magnified. And it's a great opener to get people in and then push them towards the filler.
It was really, really bizarre that he was trying to talk 20-year-olds into looking more youthful when we're meant to be at the height of our youth. It's ridiculous. It was very money-driven, it appeared to me. LA definitely seems to be image obsessed. They kind of sell it as like, we want to make you feel good about yourself. Like, if you wear this lipstick, you're going to be a new woman. You know, there's more to being a woman than lipstick.
Even though we've seen a dark side to the beauty industry, I still believe that makeup can have a positive impact on people. Makeup has given me so much confidence, and I really want to see if it can give Queenie that much confidence too. How has the experience been so far for you?
There's been aspects of it where I thought, oh, maybe this is quite exciting and stuff, and the sort of scene here in LA especially, I don't know how much I'm liking it at the moment.
So what would you say if I said to you that I've rung around and we've managed to get you a makeover booked in?
Oh, yeah, I'll do it. I'm not going to look forward to it at all, but I'll give it a go.
I'm excited. I think I'm probably going to be
Glad you're excited.
I think I'm going to probably be more excited than you.
I'm really nervous about the makeover. I just really want to look like myself, and I don't want to look like how anyone else wants me to look. And I hate the idea of having to look a certain way to impress other people, because I don't care.
How do you think Queenie's gonna look with her makeover?
Hopefully that doing something like this is kind of pushing her out of her comfort zone.
I'm surprised that she's even agreed to do it.
Yeah, but like her hair's pure neon yellow, so she obviously has a bit of like a wild streak somewhere.
Right, deep breaths, here we go. Hi, John, I'm Casey.
I'm Queenie, lovely to meet you.
I understand you're my victim today?
Yes.
She is. Well, she doesn't really wear makeup.
No.
She doesn't really know what to do with the makeup. No. So I thought, who better to bring her than to you? I think it should be our vision, and then we get her opinion on it later for the reveal.
Okay.
So she's completely blind for it.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do this.
Let's do that. We
So, what would you be thinking?
I don't know what to expect. If this experience does change my sort of relationship with makeup or makes me more keen to do makeup, I don't know if I want that.
So maybe we should bring like some colors that are like really crazy and be like, what about this? Let's try it.
Yeah? We've got it.
We want to reveal though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's a mirror here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna undress for you.
And how old were you when you first got into the makeup industry?
Well, at the time I was 24. I mean, you know, the thing about the makeup industry that's very interesting is that most of the major Hollywood makeup artists were men in the early years. Way back when, it was a male-dominated business.
I still find that frustrating about makeup is the sort of assumptions that as a man, if you use makeup, that devalues it. And in the same way, if you don't use makeup as a woman or somebody who's feminine, that kind of negates your femininity. And it should just be about how you want to look.
And with makeup, the cool thing is that it comes off.
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, bloody hell. Shiny.
What do you think, though, honestly?
Yeah, you are shiny. We can.
Oh, God, that's so glam.
Do you like it?
It's so not what I was expecting.
Okay, what were you
Like,
expecting?
I don't know. I guess it is
What's
having
on?
the. I
What's
guess it
on?
is having the confidence to look really glam and be outside my comfort zone.
Thank you, John.
Hi, guys.
You put me on the side of the street.
Here she is. What do you think?
Wow.
She's been matte.
It looks really nice.
I
I'm
think
glad
she looks
everyone thinks so.
beautiful. What do you? What's your
like,
opinion?
look, I really enjoyed the experience, but I do think the look just isn't me. I feel like I'm like you guys' vision of like what's really beautiful when I don't particularly care if anyone else thinks I'm beautiful because I know I am. This doesn't make me feel like that. This makes me insecure.
Would you go back into that sort of environment again, or is it definitely a no?
It's just not me.
I'm very proud you took yourself out of your comfort zone. You went, you did it, and you
Just
had the
appreciate
experience.
as well the sort of respect I feel like I give the three of you. I respect your relationship with it because you're all comfortable in the way in which you do your makeup for a reason.
Yeah.
And there's ways in which I express myself, and this isn't one. Obviously, makeup can be a really transformative, empowering thing. I just feel very like I've just conformed and I've lost the uniqueness of myself. I don't want to look like anyone else. I want to look like me.
I'm still convinced I can show Queenie just how positive makeup can be. So I found a group that do makeovers on the homeless.
Oh, Queenie.
Yeah?
I think we should go see these people. Basically, it's Beauty Streets, their initiative, that get little beauty kits ready, like beauty bags for the homeless. I think it's really thoughtful.
Okay, that'd be interesting. I'm confused to what the point of all of it is. Even if I wore makeup every day, I still wouldn't care if makeup was done or not, if I didn't have a job, if I didn't have any security. I'm not going to be like, oh, I really miss my lipstick.
I'm really excited to show Queenie this side of the beauty industry because I feel as though makeup does have such a powerful impact on someone's self-esteem and self-worth. And I think it's really going to open her eyes.
Where are we actually going?
We're going to downtown Skid Row section. I don't go there very often. I have to warn you guys, it's a little overwhelming.
It's quite ridiculous to see sort of Beverly Hills in the background. And then within about half hour, 40 minutes, we're down here.
How is this even happening? I don't understand.
Well, because there isn't any infrastructure and people don't care and people think you can fix it with mascara.
We have 3 barbers around the corner. We'll have a sign-up sheet. We'll send someone through the line, okay?
Hi, are you Shelley?
I am. Hi, nice to meet you.
So we're here to help out today?
Yes. Okay, yes.
We're going to have a biker group here. It's really our security.
We call it the Skid Row wake-up call.
And if you guys get into an issue, just come grab one of us. We'll be around you the whole timing.
Would you like a lip gloss or a blush? We have eyebrow tint. Eyebrow tint. Alrighty, you have
So the makeup used by the group is donated by brands and the volunteers tend to work in the beauty industry. It's really nice to see how brands are recognising the psychological power of makeup instead of just focusing on profit.
So when did you first start doing this?
3 years ago, I started helping out the homeless, feeding the homeless with another organization. And everyone was more interested in my hair and my makeup than they were the food. And it just occurred to me to help out the homeless and hair and makeup because it was something I was good at, I can do. So I started telling people, and of course I got a backlash saying, you should put that money into getting them housing. And I'm like, that's not
beyond our control.
It's beyond me. Sometimes you gotta meet people where they're at.
So how important do you think it is beauty and makeup to like sort of communities that are like homeless?
Yeah, I think hair and makeup is really important. I don't think people understand the correlation of hair and makeup and self-esteem.
Yes.
I mean, even as people who have houses, we want to feel good.
Yeah.
Of course, it doesn't change much. Yeah, she's like, She like that? Let me see. Ooh, sexy, sexy. Good job. You're welcome.
We love everybody, thanks to these people here and God above.
When you put this on, only use a little bit of this one because you've got quite light skin anyway.
Thank you so much. You're so very welcome.
So have you been homeless for a long time?
Yeah, I have been homeless for quite a while. Skid Row is a city of homeless. Every day you go through trying to get food, trying to go through your day.
So do you think the makeup is an important part to everything that's happening today?
Yes, I absolutely think makeup is how we show love to ourselves. You put a little bit of mascara, it already changed your mood.
I completely agree.
You know?
Yeah,
Makes you happy.
I know.
So you start rinsing out?
Yes. Is it too hot?
Oh, good.
Oh. Feels good, huh?
How important do you think it is?
So we forget that, you know, they're regular people that want to feel beautiful, want to be clean, you know, want to have a good appearance.
Definitely. I think it's really lovely. I was a bit more confused, I guess, about the makeup aspect of it. It just felt like they just could be giving out packs of it. But obviously, what I think is nicer is that it's people who work within this industry giving directly back to people that would feel excluded from it usually. It's really nice, and it doesn't feel hollow to me in the way some other things can do. It does feel very genuine.
I prefer to do it right here on the cheek.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
There
And
you go.
blend in.
How do I blend?
Just
You don't know how to do it. Yeah.
She color matching. So you see right here? You see where I put it on?
Yeah. Do I get to have it?
Yes.
Okay.
Baby,
He
it's
gets
yours.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Let me see.
You got nothing.
Let me see. How would you rate the young lady's service? Should I keep these women on?
Definitely.
Definitely keep them on. Okay, thank you, love. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, love.
Cheers. Okay.
It was really lovely meeting Shirley, and I think the work she does is actually amazing. The way in which makeup was used was a lot different to how we've seen it being used previously, and a lot more exciting and interesting way.
My views that makeup can be powerful and empowering have just all been reinforced. Being homeless is obviously an incredibly difficult situation to find yourself in, but just because of bad circumstances doesn't mean that you don't deserve to feel and look beautiful. As promised, Maggie did escalate our questions to LVMH, Benefit's parent company, and this is what they had to say. Benefit Cosmetics adheres to its supplier code of conduct, which sets out requirements on working conditions. We strive to control the traceability and transparency of the supply chains of the wax used in the formulas of our products worldwide, including Mexico.
Benefit Cosmetics does not test their products on animals and are deeply committed to the elimination of any animal testing.
But in China, government authorities require cosmetic companies to make their finished products available for testing.
A lot of beauty products are talc-based. That talc is contaminated with asbestos.
It's crazy. I don't want to make a product that I can't use and none of my people from my background can use.
Not everybody's of the same race as you, though.
But not everyone's the same race as you guys.
Brands really need to talk to their consumers. If you don't, you're gone.